takes a journey to tame the wild. The one bound by ground and sky, and the one whose boundaries can be found only in the mind. Hitting the target starts with setting your sights on a trophy whose value comes in the journey. When the horizon seems infinite, but your possibilities even greater. An expedition that requires running to the elements, not away. Because in each of us lives a hunter, and in every hunter, an athlete. Run2Gun.
Welcome to Run2Gun, where hunting and athletics come together. I'm Jordan Miller, and the early archery season is upon us. This is a great time of year. I spend the summer checking trail cameras, setting up food plots, and even doing some velvet scouting. Besides my outdoor activities, I have to think about my training. Now typically, I spend all summer long to kickstart my season with the archery deer. This year was a little bit different. I was down in New Mexico chasing big bulls. So when I came back to South Dakota, I had to transition my workouts to the in-season. Now, I'm sure you put so much emphasis on the preseason, but what are you doing when your hunting season kicks off? That's your in-season. You don't want to lose everything you gained previously all summer long. So today, I'm going to take you through my in-season conditioning, and later in the episode, we'll be chasing big bucks in central South Dakota. When we come back, I'm going to take you out of the gym and give you a look at a training program that's not only going to help you with your conditioning, but make you a better archer. You're watching Run2Gun. Today, I'm going to show you one of the ways I stay in shape in the middle of my hunting season. Now, most of the time this time of year, I am stressed for time, so something lacks because of it, whether it be my shooting practice or my conditioning. So if I can combine the two, I'm killing two birds with one stone. So I'm going to be shooting my bow down the range today, as well as hitting some sprints. Now, if I'm not hitting within my target as where my goal range is, I'm going to be hitting a penalty. So let's get started. I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, well, I'm all warmed up. Workout started right now, so I'm only allowing myself 5 arrows. I'm shooting 1 arrow, taking off for my sprint. Come back, grab my bow again, 1 arrow, taking off for my sprint. So it's real life shooting. I'm just conditioning myself, getting my heart rate really high for that one shot, making one shot count. Let's do it. All right, just finished the 5th sprint. Let's check out how we shot. I know I was a little off on my last shot, it's a little low, and there's one to the outside too, so I'll be doing some penalties here. So on my shooting, I wanted to be pretty close into the middle circle. This one I'm going to count as a penalty, same with my outside. My other 3 are good. So I'll be doing 5 lunges each leg for each arrow, plus 10 push-ups for each arrow. So 20 push-ups and 10 lunges each leg. We better get started on that right now before we hit our next set of arrows. Making sure I'm breathing on all my push-ups. Back staying flat, abs are tight, glutes are tight. Hitting my 20. Okay. Starting my lunges, I'm adding the added element, which we're doing an overhead bow press as I lunge. 10 on each leg. I'm making sure as I lunge, I step out and drop straight down. Notice how I'm keeping a 90-degree angle in my legs the whole way. And I'm breathing on every rep, as well as always lowering myself down with the glutes and the hamstrings. I'm not just dropping to the floor and popping up. I'm using my muscles, contracting them every single rep. Staying nice and tall and breathing. Woo! Getting that burn, baby. Oh. Well, there you have it, folks. That was just shy of a 30-minute workout. We got in 20 total arrows, so that means 20 total sprints down and back, plus any penalty push-ups and lunges that we had to do for our off arrows. That workout is designed specifically to spike your heart rate, burn fat, and make your heart rate more efficient for just when you're out hiking or when you're out hunting up in the mountains. It makes you more efficient. So next time you want any workouts like these, jump on over to Run2Gun.com or visit our Facebook page.
I love doing sprints in the fall, but I love chasing big bucks just as bad. So when we come back, we will be doing just that. Welcome back. Before we left, I showed you one of the ways I work on my conditioning in season and still have time to practice my bow. Now it's early October in central South Dakota. Let's see if all that practice pays off. The wind started to pick up, so we decided just to get out of our stand and go find our doe. She didn't go 200 yards down the draw and we recovered her. This is just how I want my shots to be, fast and clean. That is why I practice and train as hard as I do for moments like that. Now, the very next day, I decided to jump behind the camera for my dad over an uncut milo field. We set up and 5 minutes later, this mule deer comes in.
See, I can't get in position from here. Let me move this over. You want to risk it? Or just wait and see if he moves a little. We got 22 minutes left. Well, we're just going to have to rely on this handheld camera because this one's dying. Come on, sweetie.
The buck stays on the edge of the field for nearly an hour. We're losing light and Dad can't get a shot, so we switch seats so Dad can get in position to take that critical shot.
37. Jordan and I set in the hay bale blind just behind us here and had a 37-yard shot at a mule deer that we wanted to cull out, and we found the arrow right here. We decided to leave him set overnight because we thought the shot was a little low, a little far back, and it was about 15 minutes after sundown when we shot. So we're going to try to take up the trail here and hope to recover a mule deer.
We've been hunting hard for the first several weeks of the season, and it's definitely paying off, but we still have several tags left to fill. When we come back, more South Dakota archery action. Run2Gun is brought to you exclusively by Gun Up the Magazine. Mud Mile Communications. The Lodge at Deadwood. Max Muscle Sports Nutrition. Fitness 19 Sioux Falls, where you can afford to get fit. Range Country, Murdo, South Dakota. Fellowship of Christian Sportsmen Plus. DoGooders.com, where we do dog poo. Forte Bluetooth speakers. You can learn more at fortespeakers.com. Welcome back to Run2Gun. I'm coming off my big New Mexico hunt and entering my South Dakota archery season. I'm determined not to get out of shape during my season, so I've been hitting my in-season conditioning program along with shooting my bow so I don't miss that one crucial shot.
This morning on November 9th, Dad has been scouting this field for us. There's been deer moving in and off from a bedding area just down to the west of us. So we're kind of cutting them off in between the food and their bed. We're setting up a ground blind this morning. We wish we had it up a little sooner, but hey, when we travel 3 hours to hunt, don't have much of a choice. We're gonna get in here, hope for good things this morning. Stay with us. Watching Run2Gun TV. Let's do it.
The awesome part about some of the land we hunt is that if the deer aren't moving, we can get out on our feet and use our conditioning program for some spot and stock hunting.
Well, that's the end of our morning hunt here on November 9th. We'll be back at it tonight. We just saw a couple does this morning, so hopefully the action starts picking up a little bit. Well, it's the evening of November 9th. We're back up in a new stand tonight off of some harvested corn in an uncut milo field. We walked in and busted out 2 does, but done right underneath our tree stand. So we're hoping we get a little bit of movement tonight. The rut's starting to pick up. We've seen some buck movement. So we're hoping we can just get lucky enough tonight to make it happen.
central South Dakota. We were watching a doe that just came out, and a buck just came pouring out. He had his nose on the ground, started chasing her. That is an awesome sign here, November 9th. We got some deer moving. We're excited. That's really the first sign that haven't just heard of, that we actually got to see. So we're hoping they just keep chasing, work their way up this draw, and we're gonna be ready for them. That's a buck, I think. That lone one. Yeah, up top there. There's gotta be another one way back there. Looks like the big boy. Yeah, I think he is the big boy. Oh, frick, man. Wait. No. There's a big one coming at us. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. The one in the middle. The one in the middle. He's big. Yeah, he's a good deer. He's big. He's the one chasing. Yeah. There's still time, dude. They can come in. Dude, he's a shooter. If he can get another 100 yards, we can beat on those horns again. You could hear it. He's getting pretty close. Well, our archery sit tonight in central South Dakota was exciting. It was the most action we had all year so far. I mean, it was some distant action, but we got to watch 8 to 12 deer all at different times, but a couple bucks. They were chasing decently hard, so it was better just sitting in the stand twiddling our thumbs, which is kind of what we've been doing the last several weeks. Just haven't seen much deer. Most deer action, according to our cameras, is all night action, so it's been an exciting evening for us. We're gonna be back out tomorrow morning, and I think we're gonna sit in the same stand. Hope for the best.
This year was a prime example of truly enjoying the journey of the hunt. This was the first year in many years I didn't harvest a buck with my bow, but I really enjoyed every sit and every stock we put in. Next week, I start working on my core stability and balance and incorporate some shooting drills with Gun Up's Caleb Giddings in preparation for a big duck hunt in northeast South Dakota.
Here is a prone gun burpee. We're gonna take this Weatherby pump shotgun and we're gonna do a real simple transition drill. We've got 2 targets set up at either ends of a long swing. On the go signal, we're gonna bring the gun up, we're gonna shoot the leftmost target, and then we're gonna drive the gun using just our core muscles over to the rightmost target. We're not gonna stop after shooting 2 though. We're then going to swing back to the left target and then back to the right target. So it's gonna be a total of 4 shots. We should be able to get this done in less than 4 seconds. You can shoot this drill standing up, seated, on one knee. The real key to remember is you're not pushing the gun with your hands. That's going to make it unstable. You want to drive it with your upper body.
If you want to learn to train like me, go to Run2Gun.com.
Because in each of us lives a hunter, and in every hunter, an athlete. Run2Gun.